Do you know that your own spirit guides, angels, guardian angels, cannot intervene, come in unless you specifically give them permission? This is because of the law of non-interference. People like Dolores Cannon taught us this in their numerous books, is that they are not able to interfere with an evolving species. So if we want intervention, if we want help, if we want to experience them in every area of our lives, we first have to invite them in so they are not impacting on our free will. Boy, do they love to intervene when we give them permission, but very seldomly do we ask. You are never alone. Although you might feel alone, going through a challenging time, you look around in your physical reality and you feel like there is nobody there that cares. Beyond this band of frequency, beyond this reality that we call three-dimensional reality, are existing multiple realities. And within those realities are entities, ancestors, guides, angels that so care about you and want to help you. But in order for you to access any of that, you have to allow them to come in. One of the best ways of accessing this and these realities beyond the physical is through what Dolores Cannon left us as a profound gift, and that is regression work. Getting into the theta state, the most relaxed form of consciousness, in order to access this higher awareness, this higher aspect of ourselves. Now, I like to call it the highest self, your highest self. Some call it the soul and spirit, and they're all obviously synonymous with each other, meaning the same thing. But we all have that potential to make a connection. Very similar to a smartphone. You can probably see mine there. Without a connection to Wi-Fi, without a connection to data, you cannot get any information on it. It doesn't matter how much you want to. First, you've got to make the connection. And when you have made the connection, boy, can you access all information that is available. This is very similar to how when we connect through our higher wisdom, we can download from this quantum reality, or what Dolores Cannon defined as the source of all knowledge. It knows everything about everybody, including you. It cares about everybody profoundly. Some call it the Akashic records. Different wisdom traditions have different articulation, but they all mean the same because it's pointing to the one source, the source of all knowledge, the source of all love, the source itself, which is love. One of the best ways that I know we can access it is through regression work. Now, next week, next Sunday, here in Australia, it'll be Saturday in the United States, I'm running a Dolores Cannon group past life regression and meet your guide session live on Zoom. Last time we did this, it completely sold out in a short space of time because we can only allow a certain amount of people in so that everybody can get the attention that they need in one of these sessions. I encourage you to go to my bio here on YouTube and you will find a link. It's the top link after you click P. Williams Official that you will find the link for this Dolores Cannon group regression that we're doing together. So why would you want to access this universal knowledge, right? What specifically for you would you gain? Well, when you're communicating with the source of all knowledge, it knows everything. Perhaps you're going through a challenging time and you are looking for confirmation to either go in this direction or that direction. What a great way to get this is by doing it with a group. Now, everybody that does one of these group regressions gets personal, specific information for them. This isn't just doing this as a group and not getting personal information. This is us accessing as a collective and downloading from this source of all knowledge what we personally need. Now, from the thousands of people that I've worked with over the years, including personal one-on-one sessions and group regressions, I have found this one consistency, that people always get what they need. Often that differs greatly from what they want, but nonetheless they get what they need, is because the soul, this universal knowledge, knows so much more than the conscious, analytical, conditioned mind. So we think with this analytical mind, we think what we think we want. However, it may not be what we need from a soul's perspective for our soul's evolution and growth. And so we work beyond the conscious mind. In fact, we move it out of the way when we go into this theta state and we allow this higher wisdom to communicate with us. Now, this has not been designed by me. This has been meticulously designed by Dolores Cannon. Over 45 years of dedication, of research, of investigation to refine this method, to help us easily able to access and connect with it. All I do is facilitate and guide individuals into this natural healing state, which is so natural and healing. I believe in this method. I've used it with thousands of people and had the most profound testimonials of people getting information, of making sense, learning their soul's purpose. I call this the universal question. Why did my soul come here at this specific time? What am I here to learn? What am I here to contribute to the collective? Who knows that we're living through profound times of this arising consciousness that is happening all over the planet. And no doubt there are people from all over the planet that are joining this live right now or watching the replay. From Europe to all throughout the South American nations, to North America, to Canada, through the Pacific nations and islands, down all the way here to Australia, connecting, having a personal spiritual awakening and asking that pivotal question for themselves. What specifically is my soul's purpose? Why am I here? I'm not talking about being a parent or your job or career, although they may be a part of this. But why specifically did your soul come here at this pivotal time in human development, ascension, and awakening? What is your individual role? Maybe you're a healer. Maybe you're to communicate. Maybe you are to be an entrepreneur, to set up something new as this new world is being birthed. It's not happening out there somewhere. It's arising in here, in you. And we're birthing this new consciousness into this reality. Now, this is the way Dolores Cannon taught that it would happen. She said it would be a slow evolutionary shift. One person at a time waking up, then doing the next logical thing, and that's to ask the question, what is my specific role? What am I meant to be doing? That's why I run these group regressions, because it's such an easy way as a group collectively we can access this universal knowledge. Let me run through some of how this regression works as designed by Dolores Cannon herself. First, we visit a past life where I'll guide you into the most specific life that you need to find information that is relevant for you at this specific time. This life. Perhaps it's something that needs to be healed from what we call a past life. Perhaps it's to access healing from this quantum reality, from the source of all knowledge, the quantum field, quantum mechanics describe it as, and quantum physics, where all information exists in the eternal now. Now, the analytical mind needs time. It needs a past and it needs a future, and it needs to either reflect upon the past and project itself into the future. But when you realize that all time isn't happening at the same time, it's existing at the same time. Similar to how a cable channel would be broadcasting hundreds of different stations at the same time. However, you're probably only watching a movie on one. You have the ability to flick the channel and tune into any one that you choose. So we are focused, most of us, on this physical 3D reality. However, all of these realities and frequencies and levels of consciousness are existing at the same time, including all of what you call your past lives. They're not really past. And what's so exciting about this discovery is you are able to access what we would call future aspects of yourself and download them like you would a smart device into your current reality and evolve from it. So perhaps you're like me. I was a shy, introverted person that discovered their life's purpose. When I did, I accessed a different aspect of who I was as a soul, and then began to align with that confident Paul that was here to teach and share and continue the work of Dolores Cannon. Now, if I was still identifying with what I would call a past version of myself, a manifested version, I couldn't have tapped into this vastness of my soul. But when I did, boy, did my life change. I disidentified with the aspect of myself that no longer was conducive or served me. And I accessed what I call a higher version of myself that loved to communicate, that loved to share, that loved to teach and inspire. I used to say a lot that the old version of me used to just love being isolated, reading a book somewhere. However, that was an aspect of myself that I no longer needed, so I disidentified with it. Who have you been identifying with? Has it perhaps been a sick body, a shy person, a limited form? You know, when you access this consciousness, I'm not talking about within your mind or positive thinking. I'm talking beyond the mind. I'm talking about the soul, aspects of yourself beyond this physical form. And you make that connection. Boy, do you have the opportunity to heal, to manifest, to create the reality that you want. Dolores Cannon called this to manipulate energy. What does that mean? Many people think it means the not negative connotation, which is to manipulate something, to control it. No, this in its positive form means to craftfully mold and to shape and to create your reality. And she said many of us are incarnate right now to learn how to become master manifestors, master creators. What a better way to do so and learn than by doing her method, this group past life regression, and meet your guides. Boy, is it a great way. Every time I do these, they sell out. I encourage you, if you're interested in having this live experience next week, please register. You can reach out to me on Paul Williams Official on Instagram. If you've got any questions, DM me. I will get to you. But if you're feeling energetically, divinely called to do this work, you're watching this for a reason. I don't live in a random universe, either do you. There's a reason that you're watching this. This is a call that is going out. Dolores always shows up in some way in these sessions because she's still connected to her work. She's still working through her practitioners. She's working through many of you that have these experiences, and you're getting guidance and intuition. I love sharing those testimonies when they come through. You'll find them throughout my YouTube. You'll find them on my TikTok. You'll find them on my Instagram. We are so much more powerful than this little bitty identity of form that we have identified with. We are limitless consciousness, having a human experience, not the other way round. And when you access the vastness of who you are, there is no lack or limitation. The only lack and limitation that we really ever experience is that which we set for ourselves. I invite you to break the chains of familiarity, of what you have known, and step out into the quantum field. The potentiality where there is nothing really impossible for you. I've come to learn in the many regression sessions I've done and all the healing work I've done with my clients that no one is ever externally blocked. There's no deity out there called the devil that's cursing you or blocking you or negative energy. No, it all comes from within. Even what we call the pain body, as defined by Eckhart Tolle, or this conditioned pain, comes from within our consciousness and our conditioned egoic self. And all of this highest aspect of yourself also comes from within. Nothing out there is stopping you. Once we make the connection and we take responsibility that we are creating all of our life, good, bad, and indifferent, boy, was a little guy from Australia able to have a profound impact on the world through connecting to a higher aspect of who I was. And now I'm doing that. You know, when I first had my regression session, that information came through. And it took me a year to even make sense of it because I didn't believe it. I so identified with the old version of me that I didn't even know that this could be done. I hope it doesn't take you that long. I think things have sped up since then. But boy, is it exciting being in this energy, in this quantum reality where nothing is impossible. I hope to see you in this group regression that Dolores Cannon designed. It would be my honor to facilitate this for you and to have you join us. Now, it is a limited number. Please, if you've seen this, the replay, it live, go and register. My links in my bio here on YouTube. You will easily find it. Hopefully we'll see you next week. I can't wait. At the end, we always share the amazing testimonies that come through from all of you. The experiences, the connection you share, your spirit guides' names, the specific message that they have for you. I never want to predict how these sessions go. I've seen some remarkable healings. Back pain healed, phobias healed, chronic illness healed, because people don't need it anymore. It was just a message in the first place. That's how I find most illnesses manifest, as messages, trying to get your attention. I look forward to seeing those that are ready and brave enough to take this incredible journey into consciousness, to contact the source of all knowledge. And remember, there's nothing to ever fear about this work because it is an all-loving source. Some people think that when they work with spirits, they're going to get negativity. No, that's the conscious mind. This power that we work with is all-loving, all-knowing, and it cares about every single one of you.